Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event game and the final game of the elimination round ng inyong SINAG Liga Asya Junior World Showcase Philippines Born 2001 as we are live here inside the VILLAR COLISEUM in Las Piñas City. One more game natitira sa ating elimination round as the young skyscraper finally set to make his debut for the undefeated #1 team Pampanga. Delta Royce Hotel and Casino Kevin Santos now in the lineup. Makakatapat niya on the other side. A familiar face, a known face, Kenji Doremdes, a warrior, a UE Red Warrior and a former UST Growling Tigers player set to make his debut then for the Hustle Rising Suns. And that is our game at hand between Pampanga, Delta Royce Hotel and Casino and itong Hustle Rising Suns. Isang magandang araw sa lahat ng mga kasinag na nakatutok from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao at sa iba't ibang bansa na bumubuo ng Asya. Kami pa rin po ang inyong mga kasama. I am Enzo Galarosa and still together with me is Aaron D. And Aaron, last game of the elimination round. It cannot get any more star-studded than this, di ba?
Yun, if you thought that the first game was crazy, expect an even crazier game right now. And a good afternoon pala to all the fans watching and to you as well, Enzo.
Yes, magandang hapon. So, yun, syempre, makakasama natin mamaya on the sidelines. Walang iba kundi ang ating woman with the little things, si Francine Capili. Mamaya, we will hear from her reports later on. But syempre, Aaron, pwedeng tutukan netong mga kasinag natin ang lahat ng mga laro natin, especially sa paparating na playoffs sa mga social media platforms at SINAG Liga Asya on both Facebook and Instagram. Follow us on TikTok and subscribe to our YouTube channel at SINAG Liga TV dahil this is the last game of the elimination round nga for the Born 2001 Cup. And speaking of the last game, let's take a look at the tournament format natin dito, Aaron.
And yun na nga, from the elimination rounds, it's a single round robin, so top 2 teams advance to the semifinals and rank 3 and rank 4 teams are on standby. Doon naman sa quarterfinals 1, it's rank 5, 6, and 7. That's a single round robin. And the top 2 teams will advance to the quarterfinals 2. Note, so the point differential will be implemented in case of a tie. Doon naman sa quarterfinal 2, it's rank 3 and 4, twice to beat. Rank 3 versus rank 6 and rank 4 versus rank 7. On to the semifinals, it's a single round robin and the top 2 teams will advance to the finals and the finals is gonna be a knockout match.
Yes, and now let's take a look at the team standings dito because this is what's on the line for these two teams, Aaron.
Yeah, well, if we take a look at the teams playing right now, Pampanga Delta currently at #1, unbeaten 6-0. Ito naman, Hustle Rising Suns, they're at the middle of the pack at #5 with a 2-4 record. So Hustle Rising Suns needing a victory badly in this game.
And magkakaroon tayo ng 3-way tie if manalo ang Hustle Rising Suns. Kaya nga, saktong-saktong game story natin. Stay in the zone.
Yun na nga, in Pampanga Delta's last game, they won versus J Project. Ito naman, Hustle Rising Suns winning versus Luwid 1 Kapampangan. So it's a battle of 2 teams who are coming off a win. So they're gonna be trying to carry the momentum into this game.
Yes, and less than 24 hours ago, etong Pampanga Delta defeated the all-star cast ng J Project Clothing Boomers. And yun nga, one of the best games I have covered and they put the gas pedal after the break.
Pampanga with a slow start in that first half, but in that second half, they came alive, outscoring the J Project Clothing Boomers 43-20 in that second half, out-rebounding them 80-48, and the bench points most especially 39-20 in that game.
Yes, grabe ngayon to stay undefeated and lock up that #1 seed nga dito. They're going to the semifinals round regardless of the result, but they want to sweep this tournament. But makakatapat naman nila on the other end. Etong Hustle Rising Suns who in their last game defeated Luwid 1 Kapampangan and they saved their best for last.
Yeah, itong Hustle Rising Suns rising in that fourth quarter with 25-11 fourth quarter points, outscoring the Luwid 1 Kapampangan, and as well as their turnovers, keeping it down from 15-20. So 5 less turnovers than the Luwid 1 Kapampangan in that game. They took care of the ball better.
Yes, and that game was back in Bacolor, Pampanga. Napakaganda nga ng performance din ng Hustle Rising Suns and they retooled din in this ballgame. And now, let's go over to our courtside reporter Francine Capili because she has a very special guest player na i-interviewin before we start off this ballgame. Francine, take it away.
Before we start our very exciting ball game, I am here today with Kenji Doremdes for the Hustle Rising Suns. First of all, Kenji, welcome to SINAG. Ngayon, last game na ng eliminations ngayon, but ngayon ka lang nakapaglaro for Hustle. Ultimately, what led you to this decision?
Sinabihan lang po ako ng teammate ko, si Renzo, and sabi niya na, yun nga, to play for this team. And I agreed, so yun.
Your first game is against Delta, and it's the last game of the eliminations. We all know that Delta is a top team. And is there any pressure on you seeing as it is your first game?
Siguro nandyan naman yung pressure, but pag naglaro na, mawawala naman yun eh. And stick lang kami sa game plan, and kahit ano sinamarap namin, gagalingan lang namin.
Now, I'm giving you the opportunity to greet and thank your family, or if your dad is watching, baka gusto mo silang batian at pasalamatan.
Okay, binabati ko yung parents ko, mom ko, si mama, dad, and mga brothers ko, sisters ko, and family sa mom side, dad side, and my girlfriend.
Now coming up, it is the Hustle Rising Suns going up against the Pampanga Delta Royce at Talon Casino. I'm turning it over to our game announcer, Kyram Lalat, for our SINAG starters.
And here we go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. SLA fans, mabuhay! Here at the VILLAR COLISEUM, Las Piñas City. This is SLA Junior World Showcase Philippines. Presented to you by SINAG Liga Asya. Co-presented by CDO Food Spear, foods that brings you home, and True Religion Philippines. We are live on SINAG Liga Asya official FB page and YouTube channel at SINAG Liga TV, powered by Converge. And welcome to our second game between Pampanga Delta versus Hustle Rising Suns. Let's meet the starters, introducing the starting five for the Pampanga Delta. Starting at guard, number 6, Carlo Ferreras. Also at guard, number 99, Giam Kiambao. At guard, number 0, June Roque. Starting at forward, number 15, Joshua Miklat. At center, number 4, Kevin Santos. Pampanga Delta head coach is Pepe Tuyag. Assistant coaches, Jay Shera, Mar Henson, and Totoy Marquez. Team consultant is Pedic Limatulak. And the team owner is Governor Dennis Delta Pineda. And now the starters for the Hustle Rising Suns. Starting at guard, number 1, Dwayne Miranda. Also at guard, number 11, Daniel Padilla. Starting at forward, number 17, Renzo Competente. Also at forward, number 0, Nur Datumalim. At center, number 6, Basti Reyes. Head coach of the Hustle Rising Suns is John Ross de la Cruz. Assistant coaches, Dan Bautista, Philip Gary, Villa de la Cruz, and Paulo Serrano. Team managers are Team Florendo and Baron Zamora. And the team owners is Marjorie Christine de la Cruz. The referees for the ball game are Joshua Cruz, Arnold Lazaro, Julius Tula, and Roldan Diongson.
And here are your SINAG starters of the game for the Hustle Rising Suns. They're starting with Pads Padilla, Dwayne Miranda, Basti Reyes, Renzo Competente, and Nur Datumalim para naman dito sa Pampanga Delta. Royce Hotel and Casino, they're starting with Carlo Ferreras, Jim Kembao, Joshua Miklat, King Jun Arthur Roque, and Kevin, the young skyscraper Santos. One last game to end the elimination round. Can Pampanga Delta hold on to this win streak and sweep the elimination round again? Or will Hustle Rising Suns win this all-important ball game to make it a three-way tie at the 3rd and 4th spot? At a steal agad dito by Nur Datumalim.
And a telegraph pass right there off the post. Good steal right there.
And a very interesting matchup dito. Labanan. Actually, ang daming letranista on the floor. As ito, a baby Tamaraw. Dwayne Miranda with a jumper.
And Miranda right there with a quick mid-range jumper from the elbow. That's his game right there, Miranda.
Totoo, the son of Coach Denok Miranda. As Miklat with the offensive rebound. Mismatch yun sa ilalim. Miranda bumabaks out sa kanya.
And another superpower matchup for us, no, Enzo?
Totoo. Great way to end the elimination round with the bang dito as... Was the ball tapped? Referee saying hindi daw. So turnover yan dito for Pampanga Delta. We're down 2-0 at the first minute of this ball game. Basti gives it to his Squires teammate Pads Padilla. Padilla against Giam Kiambao. Kompetente. There's a foul away from the basketball. It's going to be whistled on Carlo Ferreras.
Hindi nakita ni Padilla yun on the other end. A good pick right there. Off-ball pick by Basti Reyes to free up Dwayne Miranda. He was all alone on that three-point line.
Ito, and yun talaga yung trabaho ni Basti Reyes. He even in for the Letran Squires. Those big screens as Padilla fires and knocks down the jumper for Pads.
And 2 out of 2 to start for the Hustle Rising Suns. Off 2 mid-range jumpers. Good start for them.
Ito naman bawi. Sana ni Kiambao, wala nga lang yun. As they lob it underneath Santos against Basti and Reyes forced to foul.
And Basti Reyes is going to have his hands full today. Going to have to guard Santos on that post.
Yes, but meron ng mga rest back itong si Basti Reyes kasi I can see Luis Pablo is on the bench para dito sa Hustle Rising Suns as Miklat misses the easy layup. Roque gives it to Ferreras. Carlo, good move there, and Ferreras with a floater.
And that's a tough shot right there, floating in the air. A forward pass to my Miranda.
Grabe, what a pass by Miranda to Datumalin. What a start for Hustle. 3 out of 3 now from the field. Carlo to Kevin. Fouled by Basti. Oh! Kevin lost his cool right there.
Tempers flaring early, Enzo. Kakastart na lang ng first quarter natin.
Oh. Kevin did not like that foul. Again, this is Kevin Santos' debut game. Basti Reyes apologizing. Magkuya yan, ha? Letranista pareho yan. Basti playing for the Squires and Kevin playing for the Knights. Magkakilala yan, dalawang yan. And I'm surprised at the reaction ni Kevin. Normally a mild-mannered kid. It's Kevin Santos. Let's take a look at this one more time. Yung foul. Oh, nabigyan lang siya ni Basti doon ng hip check. And then Kevin gave him a chest bump there.
And you could see the surprise on Basti's face, no?
Oo. It was just parang, for Basti Basti was just trying to, parang harangan lang si Kevin Santos. And yun, in-acknowledge naman ni Basti yun, that's his second foul. But Kevin, of course, did not like that foul.
And parang he was signaling kanina na natamaan siya dun sa neck area niya, no?
I mean, Kevin Santos coming off that stint niya sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns in the Pro League of the MPBL. And they're going to look at it, talking about the referees. And I'm surprised. Number one, because that's not normally Kevin Santos' reaction sa mga hard fouls. Pangalawa, galing kang Pro League. Galing ka sa sanay ka dapat sa ganyang pisikalan, di ba? And ano pa nga yung mga pisikalan doon sa Pro League eh. So I'm surprised that Kevin Santos immediately got heated after that foul.
And mukha naman walang
intention to hurt itong si Basti Reyes.
Tama. Yung si Basti, di ba? Kaya kita mo talaga sa reaction niya, di ba? Gulat talaga itong si Basti Reyes.
And immediately naman nag-apologize. Again, magkakilala nga itong dalawa kasi Basti plays for the Squires, Kevin plays for the Knights, di ba? So, they know each other. For sure, nagkakasabayan sa training kasi there are times na pinagsasabay yung training ng Knights and Squires. So, it's a little bit uncharacteristic for Kevin Santos to do that. Now, referees are looking at, I think, two things. Yung foul and your reaction ni Kevin. I believe it's gonna be a technical on Kevin. Again, I'm not a referee, but it should be for second motion at least, di ba? But titingnan din yung, angle dun ng foul ni Basti kasi nga Kevin was saying nasiko nga siya sa leeg. The referees had a better angle dito sa IRS and we're gonna take a look at that din later. But let's wait muna for the announcement ng ating arena announcer for the decision of the referees. Yeah, they're still talking about it extensively right here. Aga pa lang, nagkainitan na agad itong dalawa, Hiron, ha?
Tama, we're not even 2 minutes into the game yet. And that's a quick preview na makikita natin na yung physicality in this game, no?
Totoo. And before, actually nagulat ako. Akala ko, pinanood ko kanina, yung UFC 302 Makashev Poirier. Akala ko napapanood ko ulit dito. Di ba yung physikalan eh? Agad-agad eh.
After the review, We will be upgrading the foul of Basti Reyes into unsportsmanlike foul. Also, unsportsmanlike foul on number 4, Kevin Santos. Basti Reyes, that is second personal. Kevin Santos, that is first personal.
Okay, so that is the decision of the referees. Basti Reyes' blocking foul is upgraded to unsportsmanlike foul. Take a look at it dito sa angle na to. Look at yung left elbow ni Basti. Medyo mababa din dun sa leeg ni Kevin. And then Kevin took exception to that with that chest bump. Both of them gets whistled for unsportsmanlike foul. So no free throws. Ayun, yung siko ni Basti nga. Tumama nga sa leeg ni Kevin. So here, that just cancels each other out. No free throws ang mabibigay.
And linabas na nga dito si Basti Reyes. Pinasok na si Luis Pablo.
There you go. Ayan na, Lasal Green Archer, former UP Fighting Maroon to neutralize the young skyscraper here. And former rivals yan before. As King Arthur from the corner knocks it down for the pride of Lubao, Pampanga.
And Roque showing us the catch and shoot arsenal right there from the corner.
King Arthur, arguably Pampanga Delta's best player this season. Averaging close to 11 points per ball game as good defense there by Miklat. Lumabas yung bola. Padilla holding on to his face. Sinasabi niya sa referee, natamaan ako, but referee says inadvertent contact lang yun, not to blow the whistle.
And napakagandang matchup ito, Enzo. Santos versus Pablo.
Yes! And rivals yan, ha? Letran Squires kontra Lasal Green Hills.
And two big boys going at it. Let's see who's gonna win the battle in this game.
Eto Miranda from the mid-range again, off the mark. Santos with a rebound. Here comes Ferreras. Carlo passes to Roque. They give it to Kevin at the post, stripped away by Pablo. And Roque goes 2 for 2.
And a good strip right there by Pablo. Swiping that ball away, pero Roque was just at the right place at the right time for that easy mid-range jumper.
The new Letran Knight. Itong si June Arthur Roque. Kompetente. Dribbling against Kiambao. Renzo up fake. Good block by Miklat, pero foul daw sabi ng referee natin.
And I love the patience nitong si Renzo Competente. When he gets into that lane, he just knows how to use his footwork, his pivot foot, just to get the right shot.
Take a look at that up fake. Oh, sumabit nga dun si Joshua. Look clean, pero sumabit nga on the tail end as a former Batang Gilas member, former FEU Tamaraw, and a current UST Growling Tiger, Renzo Competente. Hustle Rising Suns best scorer on both divisions of the 19 and 23 under, di ba, Aaron?
Ano talaga to, professional scorer itong si
Yes.
Renzo Competente. Three ways siya he can score from the inside, the mid-range, also from the outside. So talagang very versatile ito.
And has the ability to get to the line, di ba, and draw fouls. Professional scoring, as you said, as high-low play for Pampanga. They set up Roque. Arthur no go. Here comes Luis. The toss-up to Datumalim, and easy layup for Nur Datumalim.
And a good leak out right there by Datumalim. And a good find by Luis Pablo on that.
Big to big, no? Yung other big man yung lumik out as Kiambao from the corner knocks it down for Giam.
And just like that, Pampanga Delta up right now by 1 point.
Grabe. Offensive game ang mapapanood natin dito in a chess match defensively between, parang tayo nanonood ng UAAP and NCAA All-Stars, di ba? Yun yung laban ngayon eh. Kasi ito, Luis and Kevin.
That's the matchup.
Yes. Pablo drops it off to Nur. High loopy shot off the mark. Carlo on the run. Ferreras. Oh, masyadong mababa yung pasa niya. Well read by Miranda and Padilla. Spun away from Roque. Drops it off to Pablo who misses the layup.
And Pablo disappointed with himself. He missed a gimme right there against a smaller guy.
Roque. Easy layup there for Roque, and that's the team chemistry between these two former perpetual teammates, Ferreras and Roque.
And that's Pampanga Delta's game. They're quick to make you pay for your mistakes right there. An open layup missed by Pablo. On the other end, they get an open layup of their own.
Pablo against Santos. Luis putting on the dribble moves. Pablo again misses 0 for 2 na for Luis.
And did all the hard stuff right there. Just missed the shot.
Roque from the outside, no go. Padilla on a 3-on-3. Pablo puts it up. Niliwan na naman. Carlo, 3-on-1. Ferreras to Kiambao. Three-pointer.
knocks it down back-to-back para dito kay GM Kiambao.
And you could see the confidence in Kiambao. Santos was on that right side. Ferreras chose to give it to his open shooter in that corner. Iba talaga yung confidence nila dito kay Kiambao.
Alam na alam niya, no? As
Padilla with the counter right in the grill of Arthur Roque.
And it's a shootout right now in this first quarter between the Delta and the Hustle Rising Suns.
grabe naman itong matchup na itong dalawang kupunan na to. As Roque against Pablo. Arthur fouled right there. Very, very physical din. I would like to say, bukod sa shootout and skills ng mga players, physical itong laban na to. As a 4-man substitution para dito sa Hustle Rising Suns, Vince Deo Quahaw, Rojan, the Trojan Horse Montemayor, Jonathan Moses Manalili, and their new player, Peter Ryle Rosillo, a former Mapua Cardinal and a current Letran Knight. Itong si Peter Rosillo, last played for Manila SV. As Roque gives it to Santos at the post. Kevin, off the mark, good defense by Pablo. As Kiambao, heat check, no go. Santos with the board. Santos, well defended na naman ni Pablo.
And kita mo talaga yung banggaan dun sa loob between Santos and Pablo.
And may resibo to si Luis Pablo. Last time, these two guys matched up against each other in the finals of a different 21 under league. Tino-0 ng Pampanga Delta, itong team ni Luis Pablo. And former teammate niya, itong si Sonny Estil dun sa team na yun. As Delfino, Buebuelo, CJ puts it up and in, plus a foul.
And another nice matchup we're gonna see right now, itong si Delfino versus Manalili.
Oo. And Cebu versus Pampanga yan, ha? Let's take a look at this once again. Atake ni Tasmanian Devil, ang ating lakas drive of the quarter, brought to by CDO Food Spear, food that brings you home.
From the Delta Cup 2024 most valuable player, Charles Jacob Delfino of Lubao, Pampanga.
Just look at the way he puts his head down on that break. Goes all the way. No one can stop him, even if he's smaller than everyone on that play.
And Delfino converts the three-point opportunity. 18-13 is our score. And ito, Montemayor, who I think is going to be a huge factor dito sa laban natin. And I'll tell it later on. Bakit? May storyline din yan as an illegal pick on the Trojan Horse. 18-13 is our score, 4 minutes and 16. As we can see, Coach J.R. De La Cruz, the head coach of the Hustle Rising Suns, and Coach Philip Gary, the former Fort Wayne Mad Ants assistant coach in the NBA G League. CJ to Roque. Roque! Blocked by Pablo! Manalili on the run, behind the back. Pablo to Quahaw. What a pass right there by Manuel Luis Pablo.
And a good job by Pablo right there, realizing that Quahaw was wide open on that baseline on the right.
On offense and defense, Pablo making plays, no, Aaron? The block on Roque and then the assist to Quahaw.
And kahit hindi pumapasok yung mga shot na, he's trying to find his teammates in this first quarter.
And Roque try to keep it alive. Natapik ni Quahaw. Here's Rosillo. Peter. Good job there for Quahaw to establish his position first. As Quahaw knocks it down.
And he just pulls it right there. No one picking up Quahaw on that top of the key three.
Vince Deo Quahaw. What a three-pointer there by the gunslinger dito ng Hustle Rising Suns. JB, pull-up jumper. Airball for Bautista at tumama sa mukha ni Montemayor.
And a good box out right there by Montemayor, but he was not aware of where the ball was on that play.
Well, he has to really box out dahil nga the last defender niya is Sonny Estil. As we can see, the lakas shot of the quarter brought by CDO Food Spear, food that brings you home from Vince Deo Quahaw. Sonny, the reigning MVP of the BORN2001, turns it over. Rosillo in transition. The kick out to Jonathan. The slow step ni Manalili doon. And Montemayor, good basket underneath for the Trojan Horse. Balik ang kalamangan dito sa Hustle Rising Suns. What a pass by Quahaw and what a finish from Rojan, the Trojan Horse Montemayor. And they're now up by 20-80.
Sa unang subo hanggang huli, parang kisa aking pisngi, kahit
This SINAG Liga Asya Junior World Showcase Philippines is brought to you by CDO Food Spear. Food that brings you home. Take a look at this beautiful lakas play of the quarter brought to you by J Project Clothing Shop, makers of quality uniform. Deyok Wahaw to the Trojan horse, Rojan Montemayor underneath. Here's the storyline. I've been referencing this all season long. The last team 2 years ago, last team to beat this group of Pampanga Delta in their own division. But bago muna, inibigay muna natin kay Francine Capili for her report on Luis Pablo of Hustle Rising Suns.
Luis Pablo, who missed a couple of, if not many games for Hustle Rising Suns due to his commitment to his school, is now back and ready than ever to play for their last game of the elimination round. I asked him paano ang magiging adjustments niya since he has missed quite a few games, and he said that he trusts his coach John Rosa's system. Kaya naman he plans to simply stick sa plano ni coach and as well as listen to his teammates. His mindset is manalo at all costs at ibibigay lahat to help his team and beat the undefeated Pampanga Delta. Now back to you, Enzo and Aaron.
Thank you so much, Francine. And grabe naman yung galaw muna yun ni Peter Rosilio. But a welcome back dito for Manuel Luis Pablo. As a steal from the outside off the mark.
Good defense right there by Pablo.
Former teammates yung dalawa na yan for the Pasig Pirates as Manalili with a rondo fake. Pablo to Rojan from the outside. In and out for the Trojan horse. Delfino on the run. CJ the spin. The kick to Guarino. Jeremy. Layup fouled by Montemayor.
Nadala mo pag dito kay CJ Delfino, you have to stop him early. Bump him na agad. Huwag mo na bigyan ng momentum para makababa. Because on that play right there, kita mo, they only stopped him when he reached the free throw line.
Totoo. Jeremy Guarino, the pride of Las Piñas City. Homegrown dito sa Las Piñas, ha. Si Guarino, not having the best of starts dito sa tournament natin, not having the best elimination round. But again, last year, when inaugural BORN2001 season natin, he was a big boost for Pampanga Delta. Playoff time sa nakalaro, immediately, Aaron. First game, playoffs, 18 points. Next game, semifinals, 26 points. Diba? Pure scorer tong Guarino na to.
Talagang he shows up in the big moments, no? Itong si Guarino.
Yes. Let's see if he can finally pop off dito for Pampanga Delta. Here's Ting. Working the pick and roll with Pablo, and Ting scoop layup, wala. Rojan on the putback. Saving his kapwa Cebuano there.
And a good job by Montemayor. Even though Manalili is a good finisher, he still crashes the glass on that play to get them that second chance point.
Totoo. Ito Delfino. Bullet pass to Lumba. Hindi nga lang hawakan ni Charles. And ball will stay down with Pampanga Delta. And Hustle is saying that they should challenge it. Is Coach Jair going to challenge? Is he going to challenge? There you go. He says challenge. Oh, Coach Jair, dinecline niya bigla yung challenge. Sinabi ng referee, sure ka? Huwag na lang pala, sabi ni Coach JR. It's a good move, di ba, Aaron? Kasi save it for later, di ba, in crucial moments.
Tama, it's still very early in this first quarter. We're still in the first quarter, actually. I feel like this game's been going on forever.
Totoo, as Guarino misses. Pablo nearly tipped it inside the basket. There's a pushing foul there on Charles Lumba. Muntik na yung putback na yun ni Pablo, ha? On their own basket, di ba? Coach Pepe Duyag on your screens. The head coach of Pampanga Delta Royce Hotel and Casino.
And talagang both teams playing at a frenetic pace right now. Run and gun sila, non-stop action. Kaya yan ang abangan natin. Kung yung energy nila matutuloy ba nila until the end of the game.
Rosilio knocks down the long two-pointer.
And then turnover pa yun dito. Hindi nagka-connect yung dalawang Lubao Pampanga natives.
And just an unforced error right there, just trying to rush too much on the part of the Pampanga Delta side.
And a quick substitution, Nunag, papasok, lalabas muna. Itong si Lumba. Joseph Nunag, another letra night on the floor for Pampanga Delta. Manalili, a letra night in his own right. Jonathan, working that Pablo pick and roll. Luis. Oh. Masyadong malaki yung paan ni Pablo. Hindi niya nakita na nasa outside na pala siya.
And parang hindi masyadong sure si Luis on that play what to do eh. Medyo nag-hesitate siya doon.
Up by 7 points pa rin ang Hustle Rising Suns. CJ. Buebuelo bumps into Pablo. Kick to Guarino. Jeremy. Runner. Off the mark. Nunag taps it to the wrong man. Here comes Sting. Looking back at Pablo behind him. Dangerous pass in for Manalili. Pablo attacks, stops, kicks it to Jonathan. Look at Manalili. Setting up Quaho for 3 off the mark. Guarino with the board. Jeremy.
Oh, good steal by Rosilio.
And Bautista saves the day for Pampanga. JB on the run. Bautista puts it up and in, plus a foul.
And Bautista finishing that flurry of messy plays right there with an end one of his own to stop everything right there.
We said this game is a big game. And what better game to show up your best for this man, Mr. Big Moment, Justin Bautista with his lakas move of the quarter. Brought to you by Cable Link and Holdings Corporation.
And Bautista getting the counter steal on that play, finishing it off. A big boy move right there.
Pride of Lubao, Pampanga, Justin Big Moment Bautista as Alan Vergara comes into the game.
As well as itong si Kenji Doremdes as well.
Oh, Kenji Doremdes now into the ballgame. And JC Espinosa din on the floor, number 91 para sa Hustle Rising Suns.
And also ito, Alexandre Gazinga now also on the floor. A completely new 5 para dito sa Hustle Rising Suns. Halos lahat new player except for Alexandre Gazingan.
And once again, another star-studded 5 that the Hustle Rising Suns are giving us today.
Totoo. Oh, sorry, Real Aureo. Real Aureo din pala, another retained player din for Coach JR. Vergara. Off the mark, Nunag with the board.
Last shot time.
JB to CJ, abot pa yan. Off the mark for Delfino. And after a frenetic first quarter, Aaron, very, very explosive and highly competitive. It is the Hustle Rising Suns, abante ng 4 na puntos.
Yeah, with just 4 points right now. The pace, as you mentioned, frenetic. Everything just crazy right now, from turnovers to points. Even the buckets, they're all crazy right there. You can see Pablo with a forward pass right there. He missed his first 3 shots. All good looks from the layup line. Pero yun na nga, he's trying to find his teammates right there. And on the other end naman, that's Roque. He's been hot in this game. Inside and outside. Now he was making those shots from the corner. And ito naman si Manalili, one of the smarter players with a behind-the-back pass. This is Pablo finding Quaho inside for that baseline layup right there. A really good start by Deo Quaho as well. He's been very patient as a veteran that he is.
Yes, as ngayon, 4 na puntos nga. Etong lamang netong Hustle Rising Suns, 26-22 after the first 10 minutes of action.
No pressure for Sun is still the reigning MVP of our BORN2001 league, and despite their lack of preparation, he carries the confidence they have from winning on their last game and being the undefeated team. But despite his confidence, alam niyang pinaghandaan sila ng lahat ng team, just like every other team in the league. Kaya naman, this motivates him to do better with every game. Now back to Yenza and Aaron.
Thank you so much, Francine, and that is wise words galing dito kay Sonny Cash Money Estil, the reigning MVP of the BORN2001 Cup. Alam nila pinaghandaan sila, hindi lang pinaghandaan, nag-retool itong hustle just for them and in the playoffs din.
And alam mo itong si Luis Pablo, he's one of the bigger players in this tournament. Minsan nga, he's the tallest player on the court, pero ang daming pang matchup ng Pampanga para sa kanya in this game.
Ito as JC Espinosa misses the jumper. Battle for the rebound, the MVP gets it. JB against Gazingan. Bautista hesitates to shoot the 3. They give it over to CJ. Nunag gives it to Sonny. Estil,
Well defended by Aureo.
CJ from the outside knocks it down for the Tasmanian Devil.
And I was just about to say that their offense was very stagnant on that play. Hustle Rising Suns playing good defense, but CJ Delfino just bailing them out with that deep 3-pointer from the left wing.
And sabi, nakausap ko kanina si Coach Philip Gary, the assistant coach of Hustle Rising Suns. They've extensively watched itong mga Pampanga Delta plays and they've been ready for their defensive schemes. And kita natin, yung corner 3-point setup for Steven Angeles na pag-aralan nila ng todo as that's gonna be a foul on Allen Vergara trying to stop Delfino. At siyempre, let's just greet the beloved governor of Pampanga and the team owner of Pampanga Delta Royce Hotel and Casino, Governor Dennis Delta Pineda. Laging nakasuporta sa kanyang koponan. And Gov, thank you so much po for all the support that you give SINAG Liga Asya. Here's Justin against Alexandre. Drops it off to Nunag. Off the mark for Joseph and Kenji with a rebound.
A good drop pass right there, finding the open man in the corner. Just missed that gimme right there.
Alexandre against Justin. Gives it to the cutting JC. Back to Alexandre. Gazingan from the outside off the mark. There's going to be a pushing foul right here. I believe it's going to be on Real Aureo.
But not the best of shot selections dun para kay Gazingan. Still a lot of time in the shot clock, but he took a deep three-pointer right there. Could have found a better quality look on that play, and I'm sure he makes that three-pointer when it's a quality shot.
Totoo. Well defended din siya, as you said nga, di ba? Ito from the corner. JB to Delfino. CJ. Better go back-to-back from the outside. Ooh, boy pa yung bola. They didn't see. Vergara. His pass was a little bit too forward for Gazingan.
And a bit too ambitious doon on the part of Vergara on that play. Too much traffic on that bullet pass. His teammate couldn't corral it. Ang daming defenders ng Pampanga.
The dynamic duo of Roque and Ferreras replacing the Lubao duo of Delfino and Bautista. Here's Carlo off a horns play. Kicks it to Steven Angeles from the corner. Too strong for Steven Angeles. Kenji against Joseph. UE contra Letran. Kenji stripped away from Steven Angeles, but Real with a steal. Aureo to Kenji Durendes for the easy 2 points.
And a good job by Durendes using his left hand on that play to avoid the shot blocker. And a 1-2-2 zone defense right now by the Hustle Rising Sun, so they're adjusting.
Ito na yung defensive scheme siguro sinasabi nila. Ito, tumatakbo na naman tong Hustle. Vergara, easy layup for Allen Vergara. What a run for the Hustle Rising Suns. Balik sa 5 ang kanilang kalamangan after this lakas drive of the quarter brought by CDO Food Spear, food that brings you home. Allen Vergara with the layup on the fast break. Back to 5 ang kalamangan ng Hustle, 30-25.
Sobrang bilis ba? Iyan ang bilis ng FiberX. Iyan ang internet.
So we can see Allen Vergara on your screens. Kanina, ang ganda ng fast break layup niya. A former Parañaque Pelican in the 19 under division now playing for the Hustle Rising Suns dito sa Big Boy Division. As Ferreras down by 5 itong Pampanga Delta. Carlo to Arthur to the cutting Nunag in the middle. Joseph with a one-hander.
And Nunag with a zone buster right there, flashing at that free throw line where he's all alone for that push shot.
Parang letran play yun kasi 3 letranista nagpasahan eh. Vergara kicks it to JC. Espinosa. Baseline jumper, wala. Tapigan ng bola. Carlo gets it. Ferreras tried to give it over to Kiambao, but basang-basa yun ni Kenji Durendes.
And I realized na itong Pampanga Delta, when they're in the fast break, there's always a guy running to the corner, sprinting to that corner for that catch and shoot on the 3-point line. Kita mo doon, Ferreras was looking at that corner once again.
Yes. But I think it has to feel good for them dahil yesterday, they shot 0 for 20. They missed 20 consecutive threes bago nila makuha yung unang tres nila sa game. Dito halos nakakatatlo na sila as Santos kicks it to Kiambao. Giam with 3 3-pointers kanina. Santos the up fake, the spin move. Santos puts it up and in.
And using those long arms, Kevin Santos right there stretching for that finish.
What a spin move right here from
The young skyscraper ang ating lakas move of the quarter brought by Cable Link and Holdings Corporation. Kevin Kyle Santos, the pride of Masantol, Pampanga, making his debut dito for Pampanga Delta after his stint sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns sa MPBL.
And the hyper-athletic player itong si Kevin Santos.
Possibly the next great Santos coming out of Pampanga, di ba? Eto Kenji.
And kita mo doon, Duremdes pulled it out when he saw Santos in that painted area.
Kenji with a fearless drive right there with the left hand at that.
Then bigla naman, he takes it inside. No, itong si Kenji Duremdes.
A former Growling Tiger now turned UE Red Warrior.
Nunag swings it. Kiambao from the corner again. Again! Pasok na naman para dito kay GM Kiambao.
And that's the last guy you want to leave open on that three-point line.
Oh! Blocked by Roque! Ferreras gives it. Kiambao, he checked. Off the mark. Santos try to keep it alive. Good box out by Doremdes. Kenji, the layup.
Masyado pa lang siya malalim doon.
Gazingan with a steal.
And that's gonna be a foul here. It's gonna be a Nunag. It is a Nunag. All 32 na ating laro, Aaron, ha? Gumaganda na yung laro natin. And nag-i-increase na din yung intensity as the game goes on.
And none of the teams giving an inch right now. Tignan mo, kakapasok pa lang ng mga starting five ulit ng Hustle Rising Suns.
Miranda comes back into the ball game. Two second-generation players nagpalitan, no? Dwayne and Kenji. Miranda gives it to the Tumalim, back to Dwayne. Dwayne hit a jumper from there, kaya dinipensahan siya ni Nunag. Kompetente, defended by Roque. Renzo. Oh, that's a double dribble violation on Renzo.
Parang akala niya siguro na tapping ball on that play, no?
Oo. Talas din naman ng mata ng referee. Kita niya, good defense by Roque yun. Pampanga Delta can retake the lead here in this possession if they play it wisely.
And back to a man-to-man defense itong Hustle Rising Suns off that 1-2-2 zone.
Ito Kiambao. Lobs it down low to Santos. Good defense by Datumalim.
And itong Hustle Rising Suns, alam na nila that they're looking for Kevin Santos off that pick and roll. Kaya talagang they hound him na agad, kakaroll pa lang niya. He hasn't even received the ball yet. So
Yes.
good defense on the part of the Hustle Rising Suns.
This might be Kevin's first game, but may marami kang masa-scout na plays dito dahil this team has been together for 9 years already. As
Nunag with the basket there. Hold on, there's a whistle here.
And I think it was on the flex of Nunag on that play. After
Tech
he
for
got that
taunting?
shot.
Saben Joseph Nunag for taunting.
Tama, it was after the flex, I believe.
Take a look at this one more time in this angle. Nunag with an offensive rebound and he bumps the Tumalim right there. Next good from Nunag. Kompetente with a technical free throw. One-point lead para dito sa Pampanga Delta.
And alam mo, both teams right now, yung mga defensive schemes nila, actually, ang ganda. Kasi, tinan mo, on that end, nakakontrol nila itong si Kevin Santos off those rolls. Dito naman sa kabila, itong mga star guards nila, like Padilla, Miranda, yung mga Pampanga guards are also hounding them. Kaya yung score natin, napakalapit pa rin until this point of the game.
That's right. And ito, Padilla attacking, fading back. In and out nga lang. Miklat couldn't handle the rebound.
And once again, good defense on Padilla on that play.
Yes, that's right now. Let's give it to Francine Capili for her report on Coach John Ross de la Cruz of the Hustle Rising Suns.
Thank you, Enzo. Coach John Ross is now back to lead the boys of Hustle to another win, and hopefully for this game, they beat the undefeated. Ang sabi sa akin ni Coach, malaki ang tiwala niya sa kanyang team and the players to go up against the likes of the Pampanga Delta boys. And totoo naman to dahil his team is also star-studded. Naniniwala si Coach na walang advantage sa basketball. Kahit sino kayang manalo at kahit sino kaya ring talunan. And surely, they prepared well enough. Kaya naman, let's see if the boys of Hustle along with Coach John Ross can fight hard enough to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Now back to you, Enzo and Aaron.
Thank you so much, Francine. Totoo yung sinabi ni Coach JR as Santos tries to give it to Roque, and there's a foul right here against Renzo Competente. And yun nga eh, naging star-studded bigla tong lineup nitong Hustle Rising Suns. And I would like to tip my hat off to Coach JR De La Cruz and Miss Marjorie De La Cruz of the Hustle Rising Suns Skills Camp. Dahil nga, they've developed players, and now itong mga players na to naglalaro are the elite players ng pinasok nila. Grabing retool ang ginawa dito ng Hustle Rising Suns.
And alam mo, that's a good problem dito para kay Coach John Ross De La Cruz to have that much star players in your team, no? Talagang mamimili ka sino ipapasok mo, anong mixture yung gagawin mo with the lineups. Kaya titingnan natin who's gonna end this game mamaya.
Kita nga natin kanina sa first game natin, di ba? Yung retool boomers. As, speaking of boom, Carlo Ferreras with that pull-up from the free throw line. 3-point lead for now for Pampanga Delta. Dwayne against Carlo. Miranda pulls up.
Knocks it down.
Long two lang daw, sabi ng ating referee.
And the defender not picking up Miranda, not picking up on the scouting report. This kid is a shooter, Dwayne Miranda.
That's right. And kita mo, dikit to. Wala pang ganong kalaking double-figure lead dito sa ating laro. Ferreras with a runner. In and out, but he gets it back. Swings it to GM, the hot hand. Pasok na naman for GM Kiambao.
And if you leave Dwayne Miranda wide open on the other end, you cannot leave Kiambao open on that three-point line. He's been hot in this game.
Totoo as Roque with a steal. Arthur on a 3-on-2.
Kicks it to Carlo. Three-pointer. In and out nga lang as Roque.
Tried to tap it over to Kiambao, and last touch doon, ito si Datumalim. Pablo, Manalili, Wahaw, and Rosilio come back in, but take a look at this lakas shot of the quarter. Brought to you by CDO Foods, beer food that brings you home. And also Basti Reyes, a complete platoon substitution for Coach JR De La Cruz for Hustle.
And double big right here for Hustle Rising Suns. It's Basti Reyes and Pablo on the front court.
That's right. As Ferreras off a pin down. Off the mark nga lang yun. Here comes Jonathan. Ting on the attack. Ting with a scoop. Wala yun. Santos with a running start. Kevin gives it to Arthur. Roque will fly to the basket.
Right to left right there by Roque, avoiding the defender.
Wahaw. The kick to Manalili. Manalili to Pablo. Good defense right there from Santos and Bautista. Uh-oh. Ferreras to Santos. Santos nearly threw it down. Blew a flat tire. As Pablo, oh! Posterizes Roque! Wow!
And Santos missing that jam on the other end. Pablo says, I got something for you.
Oh my goodness! And a technical on Pablo, but I do not blame him.
And that technical was worth it for Luis Pablo on that posterizing jam.
Nagsorry siya kay Coach JR, but Coach JR pinalakpakan si Luis Pablo.
Take a look at this sequence. There's the steal by Bautista. And then Ferreras on the run, left it to Kevin Santos. Masyadong malayo yung takeoff ni Kevin. And on the other end, the poster slam galing dito kay Luis Pablo. Bar none, probably the best poster dunk
In SINAG Liga ASYA history. And Roque with a technical free throw right here. I mean, I understand Luis Pablo with that technical foul. As Roque misses the free throw pa.
And that was definitely a justified reaction from Luis Pablo.
Totoo.
Parang medyo kulang pa nga yung ginawa niya dun eh.
But yun nga, with that technical, pwedeng magising dito ang Pampanga Delta. Or with that poster jam, magising din ang Hustle Rising Suns, diba? It can go either or dito.
One thing for sure, Enzo, Pablo woke us all up in the arena.
Te-trending yan. I'm pretty sure te-trending yung poster ni Luis. JB against Montemayor to the cutting Miklat. Joshua flips it up and in.
And a good dump down right there to Miklat on that easy two.
Peter gives it to Luis. Pablo, the kick to Manalili, and there's a foul before the shot.
And he got hit on the face before that pass right there.
And are the referees going to check it? And Pablo's still down on the ground. Coach JR De La Cruz is on the floor. Really, really heated. And the foul is going to be on JB. Coach Den Bautista asking Pablo, getting checked on by our medical staff and also Coach Philip Gary. Take a look at this once again. Oh, yun, inadvertently na-swipe ni Bautista right in the eye itong si Pablo. And I think our referees are gonna check it dito sa IRS. Dahil sa mukha, yung tama doon.
Yun, no, masakit yun para kay Pablo.
And nabangga pa siya dito ni... Nabangga pa siya ni Roque on the tail end of it as Coach J are really mad right now. He's really shouting on the bench. And one of the fans stepped onto the floor dun sa near ng bench ng Pampanga, near ng bench ng Hustle Rising Suns. One of the fans went down to the floor. That's not allowed. You're not, if you're a fan, you're not supposed to be allowed in the sa bench ng mga teams.
Kaya mukhang kinakausap siya ng mga officials from
Yes.
SINAG Liga Asya.
And you can see our chairman, Mr. Rocky Chan, is already there. They're trying to get control of the game here. Of course, this game, once again, is very important. This game is very important for the Hustle Rising Suns. And you can see Coach Den Bautista talking to our chairman, Mr. Rocky Chan there. Coach JR De La Cruz hot under the collar after that foul on Pablo. Pablo is now currently getting checked on by our medics dito sa side natin.
Upgrading the foul of Justin Bautista to unsportsmanlike foul.
So the
Justin
foul by
Bautista, that is
JB will
first
be
personal.
upgraded to
And
unsportsmanlike
technical
foul.
foul on the head coach of Hustle Rising Suns for entering the court.
And a technical foul on Coach JR De La Cruz because he entered the court as our medical staff dito si Brian treating Luis Pablo right now.
Yun na nga, no, Enzo, parang kanina in that first quarter, yung kay Kevin Santos and kay Basti Reyes, that was just the preview.
Yes.
Kasi iba yung physicality ngayon, pati yung emotions right now.
Take a look at this foul once again. Bautista was swiping at the ball. So bola sana, but then it hit Pablo right in the eye, poked him right in the eye. Hindi yun pa, double black eye pa for Pablo kasi hindi niya nakita na si Roque was also there, nabangga din. And that's what Coach JR De La Cruz was, I think, trying to tell the officials. May extra bangga pa daw dun itong si Roque. But nakatayo lang dun si Roque, we saw it. As, again, the fans also have to be controlled dito. Dahil nga, there was a fan who rushed down to the bench netong Hustle Rising Suns. As Pablo's also being checked pa dito, yung mata niya. Again, this is first game back sa SINAG Liga Asya after an extensive period of time because of his duties for the De La Salle Green Archers. As our referees are gonna give the technical free throw muna dito sa panig ng Pampanga Delta for Coach, yung technical kay Coach JR De La Cruz, and then they're going to give the 2 free throws sa side dito ng Hustle Rising Suns. As JB misses the free throw. That's now 2 technical free throws in this quarter being missed by Pampanga Delta.
Pero ang papalit muna dito kay Luis Pablo, itong si Kenji Duremdes entering the game.
Yes, and Coach JR barking out some instructions dito sa kanyang mga players. It's gonna be Kenji Duremdes to the free throw line. The son of PBA legend and commissioner of the MPBL, Kenneth Duremdes, a former UST Growling Tiger, now going to play for the UE Red Warriors together with Moore Prince Alaw. So first free throw ni Kenji, pasok yan, dalawa tong free throws na to, and they also retain ball possession.
So 2 big free throws para sa kanila. Could be a momentum shift, especially na they're down right now, 43-38 itong Hustle Rising Suns.
2 out of 2 for Kenji, and actually, if I'm not mistaken, he had a high free throw percentage clip in the UAAP for the UST Tigers a couple of seasons ago. I believe around 68% ata siya from the free throw line. A really good free throw shooter talaga itong si Kenji Duremdes. Ito, Jonathan putting the dribble moves on Roque. Jonathan puts it up, nearly got it to go.
And itong Hustle Rising Suns, they're playing without a natural center on the floor right now.
Oh, dahil si Pablo is still being treated dito on the sidelines.
And I believe Basti Reyes is in foul trouble din, so it's interesting to see kung sino yung magmamatchup dito kay Kevin Santos.
That's right.
And they go even bigger, Enzo. Pinasok nila si Sonny Estil.
That's right. Cash money now on the floor. The reigning MVP is they're gonna have to hang as your point, Aaron. They're gonna have to hang their hats on Kenji Doremdes, who normally plays the four spot and the 3 spot, and also Rojan Montemayor, who again I say was a former center siya before, but then dahil naglaro siya sa FEU, really transformed himself to become a 3-man. So hindi na rin siya siguro sanay maglaro ng 5, di ba?
And I'm sure nakita yun ni Coach Duyag of the Pampanga Delta na maliit sila kaya nag-double big na siya right now. So titingnan natin if they're gonna try to pound it in the paint in this possession.
I just noticed this is an all-Letran lineup for Pampanga Delta. Delfino, Roque, Bautista is still in Santos. All these players are on the floor at one point in the next coming seasons for the Letran Knights will be teammates.
Parang NCAA na pinanood natin, Enzo.
Oo, ito rin. Magiging kakampi din nila tong Manalili na to. As Rosilio from the outside, off the mark, JB with a board. That's gonna be a foul on Montemayor. I believe that's gonna be his second personal foul. Third personal foul, so that's another big man pa pala for Coach JR in foul trouble.
So manipis ngayon ang front line for the Hustle Rising Suns. And we're not even sure if Pablo's gonna be able to re-enter the game.
I'm looking at Pablo's eye right now. Medyo kalahati yung pag-open niya dun sa kanyang left eye. As Justin Bautista is at the free throw line, knocking down the first free throw. You can see it right here, diba? The swelling on his left eye.
Yeah, you can see di niya mabuksan ng full, no?
Oo. Bautista, second free throw. Mentisian Santos try to keep it alive. Last touch nga lang dun si Kevin. As Guarino comes in, replacing ito si Arthur Roque.
And just a 3-point lead right now by the Pampanga Delta Royce. So kayang-kaya pa rin makahabol itong Hustle Rising Suns, but they're lacking big men right now at this point of the game.
That's right. They have this explosive scorer of a guard in Peter Ryle Rosilio on the floor. Against Delfino, kicks it to Kenji from the outside, knocks it down for Doremdes.
And if they lack the beef inside, Doremdes can stretch out right there to the 3-point line and use his speed to his advantage against Santos.
Pwedeng mag 5-out offense itong Hustle as a near steal there for Manalili. That'll be last touch on CJ Delfino.
And you can see Luis Pablo walking right there in front of us, so you could really see his eye, no? It's really swollen right there.
And kaya binigyan din siya ng ice pack ng ating medic. Jonathan. There's a switch by Sonny. Manalili fires off the mark, rebounded by Guarino. Look at the pressure defense being applied to by Peter Rosilio as Delfino
Trying to dish it off. Good defense by Kenji.
And the ball will go back to Hustle with 27.1 seconds remaining in the first half.
A successful stop right there by the Hustle Rising Suns. A chance to take the lead before the first half ends dito.
That is right. Ganun ka-importante itong possession na to. Rosilio against Delfino. Natapikan. Sonny finally gains possession. Estil to Santos. Kevin Bebuelo against Montemayor. Look at that. And JB secures the... There's a steal.
Hold on, the buzzer sounded. There was a timeout before the steal.
Yan yung nakaalala lang ng mga players ng Pampanga no, na play on pa din.
And ngayon, there's a timeout on the floor. Coach Pepe Duyag not really happy. Sinabi kasi the inbound happened before the buzzer sounded. But the referees did call it. Pumito yung isang referee doon before the steal ni Bautista.
So talagang emotions running high right now for both teams, for the fans, no?
And syempre, for Pampanga, they are currently in SINAG Liga Asya history. 20-0 dating back dun sa Season 1 ng BORN2001 Cup. 20 games, wala pa silang talo. And they still want to keep this streak alive, diba? Last loss nila was 2 years ago in a different league, in a different tournament. Etong Hustle Rising Suns, they need this win to make a triple tie doon nga sa number 3 spot. And dahil nga sabi mo, di ba, if they're in case of a triple tie, we're gonna go to a scoring system, di ba, to determine who's the number 3 and number 4.
And last shot time dito, 11 seconds left dito.
Here's Manalili. Gives it to Rosilio. Peter, the kick. Doremdes, up fake. Doremdes, pull up. In and out nga lang. And Sonny with the board. 1 second remaining. JB from half court. No good. And finally, this explosive and entertaining first half has come to an end, Aaron. Ang daming nangyari in this second quarter. What a ball game we are being treated to, Aaron.
From dunks to three-pointers to steals, everything. We saw everything in this first half. Napakarami nangyari dito. Emotions flaring dito, highlight plays. Kenji Doremdes right here driving inside. All the stars came out to play right now. The
Waiting for one highlight. I know you're waiting for that highlight din.
Tama, and we actually need to see a replay of that highlight again.
I think mapagbibigyan pa tayo. Ito na yun, Pablo with the poster on Roque there.
And you could see his reaction right there.
Totoo. This is a much better angle right here. Click, click. Welcome to your Kodak moment, Manuel Luis Pablo. What a way to cap off this amazing first half natin. But it is the defending champions, Pampanga Delta Royce Hotel and Casino with a two-point lead at the half, 46-44.
J Project Clothing Shop has been a sublimation company for a long time. We have evolved by proving quality and top-notch products for our customers. The design jerseys are carefully examined and printed in a quality machine that produces a fast printing, the biggest machine in the printing industry. In the sewing section, all the sewing experts use quality thread, needles and machine to make the product good-looking and durable. We customize clothing and sportswear in full sublimation. What are you waiting? Visit us now.
Mga kasinag, and beside me is Sir Ajit Hardesani, the COO of FortiCare Health Systems International Incorporated. Good evening po, sir. Ayan. Sir, can you tell us more po about FortiCare?
Well, FortiCare is itong HMO company na nagbibigay ng isa sa mga pinakamurang health services at pinakamaganda sa buong Pilipinas. Bakit ko nasabi? FortiCare po, tayo po ang Asia's People's Choice Award. So, ayan. So, asahan nyo po ang suporta na ibibigay po natin sa SLA. Asahan nyo po ang FortiCare na laging nandito para sa inyo. And for more inquiry, eto lang po ang aming contact details.
Thank you so much, sir. Lastly, is this a start of a flourishing partnership with SINAG Liga ASYA?
Oo naman, oo naman. Sobrang excited kami na sumuporta sa SINAG Liga ASYA dahil nakikita namin yung suporta at effort ng kabataan na nagtitraining at naglalaro sa SINAG Liga ASYA. Nakikita namin yung future ng kabataan dito sa SLA. Kaya asahan niyo po ang suporta ng FortiCare. Buong buo para sa SLA.
Thank you so much po, sir. And that is Sir Ajit Hardesani, the CEO of FortiCare Health Systems International Incorporated.
Sa unang subo hanggang huli, parang kisa aking pisngi. Kain love, love talaga. Kahit di sabihin, feel na love kami. Kain love,
J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform. J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform.
Sobrang bilis ba? Yan ang bilis ng FiberX. Yan ang internet.
Sagron, may idol! congratulate, of course, our partnership which we just signed. Vertex Maritime and iFranchise is now is one of our official partners for SINAG Liga ASYA. So expect the tarpaulin in the background, iPharma, iFuel, and of course Vertex, Capcom. We're very happy with the partnership. So expect a more exciting seasons ahead for SINAG Liga ASYA. And again, we'd like to invite everyone to continue to support and watch SINAG Liga ASYA. Ito na yung liga na inyong inaabangan. Of course, Lakas 40, the 19 and 23 under. And also, abangan nyo sa July ang ating SLA Junior World Showcase. It will be held here in the Philippines, July 17 to 22 in Pampanga.
J Project Clothing Shop has been a sublimation company for a long time. We have evolved by proving quality and top-notch products for our customers. The design jerseys are carefully examined and printed in a quality machine that produces a fast printing, the biggest machine in the printing industry. In the sewing section, all the sewing experts use quality thread, needles and machine to make the product good-looking and durable. We customize clothing and sportswear in full sublimation. What are you waiting? Visit us now.
J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform. J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform.
Sobrang bilis ba? Yan ang bilis ng FiberX. Yan ang internet.
(46-44), a 2-point lead for the undefeated Pampanga Delta Royce Hotel and Casino against the Hustle Rising Suns. Kami pa rin po ang mga kasama, Enzo Galarosa and Aaron Diaz. We see some of these halftime highlights dito, and it was a highlight reel show. Possibly the most entertaining half this season, no, Aaron?
And what a way to end the elimination round, no, Enzo, with this game. Very emotional game for both teams, actually. They want to win itong Pampanga, filled with pride. 6-0, they want to extend that winning streak that they have dito. Ito namang Hustle Rising Suns, they badly need this win for placing in this game. Kung titingnan mo sa mga statistics, very match sila with just a 2-point lead right now. So, you know, both teams are really matching up well against each other. Pero titingnan natin kung makakabalik ba yung mga star player, especially itong si Pablo with a jam right there. A big jam right there by Luis Pablo.
Grabe, that. I'm gonna say it right now. That's the play of 2024 dito. As we can see these halftime stats, 40% from the field itong Pampanga Delta, 42% for the Hustle Rising Suns. The rebounding department, as expected, Pampanga Delta dominates that every time. They're the #1 rebounding team. But look at the bench points, Aaron, no?
Tama, because they got players like Manalili coming off the bench. Itong si Luis Pablo, I believe, he also
Yes.
came off the bench. Kaya talagang very versatile yung mga lineups na pinakita ng Hustle Rising Suns dito sa game na to.
Totoo, and also Kwahaw pa, Deo Kwahaw, Peter Wright, Rosilio. Ang dami nga nag-step up for Hustle. As we can see the leading scores, GM Kiambao, 12 points. All of those makes are 3-pointers. June Arthur Roque with 9 points. CJ Delfino with 6 and Nunag with 4. Kenji Doremdes naman with 9. Pads Padilla with 5 together with Vince Kwahaw and Dwayne Miranda with 4 for the Hustle Rising Suns. Just a 1-possession lead for Pampanga Delta. 46-44. Kapit lang mga kasinag. Kasi nga, pagbabalik natin, it's the second half ng ating laro.
Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized quality printing. Makers of quality uniform. J Project Clothing Shop, Premium Fabric. We customized quality printing. Makers of quality uniform.
SINAG Liga ASYA Junior World Showcase Philippines is brought to you by Winzen's Cafe, our official cafe partner dito sa SINAG Liga ASYA. And of course, Cable Link and Holdens Corporation, one of our new partners dito. As you can see, Commissioner Rodney Santos in attendance. Belated happy birthday po, Com. You can see,
Oh! Al Vergara of Vertex Maritime, the father of Allen Vergara
and a teammate of Billy De Leon sa Vertex Maritime. Na bukas may laro sila. Tomorrow, they actually have a game. Tomorrow, sa SINAG Lakas 40 against the JC2/Sea Lions, if I'm not mistaken, at 6 p.m. sa SM South Mall.
So aabangan natin yan si Billy De Leon to play for Vertex Maritime. Hopefully, he does play for them.
Hindi si Coach Al Vergara, no? As a miss there to start off for Sunny Esteel. Here comes Rosilio. Pick and roll with Pablo. Good sign that he's back on the floor. And,
Uy, niluwa for Luis.
And once again, no, another layup na lumuwa doon para kay Pablo.
kita may reaction niya. Parang, come on. It's halfway down na para sa kanya.
Pero thankfully, alam mo, he's back on the floor playing and mukhang okay naman si Luis Pablo.
Kailangan natin dunk para pumasok, di ba? As eto, Kiambao. Fall-away jumper off the mark pa rin for GM. And look at that. Pablo is just towering over everybody right now. Rosilio kicks it to Kenji. Played really well. Ito si Kenji Doremdes in that first half.
And he's been upgraded to starting in the second half naman. Itong si Kenji Doremdes.
As Rosilio
Finding Basti underneath.
And good job by Rosilio probing that baseline right there. Finding Basti Reyes at the right time for that open layup.
Magkalaban yan a year ago in an 18-under tournament. Peter Ryle Rosilio and Basti Reyes. Ngayon, kakampi na sila. Here's Roque. Attacking, kompetente. And they're gonna say offensive foul on King Arthur.
And there was a quick push off there. Pero just before the second half was about to start, Enzo, I was just about to say, kung sino ba yung ima-matchup ng Hustle Rising Suns on itong si Kevin Santos. Pero weirdly enough, he's not starting for the second half.
Yes. And yung mga tactics yan dito, neto ni Coach Pepe Duyagas. Ngayon, ibigay natin kay Francine Capini for her injury report on Manuel Luis Pablo.
An injury update on Manuel Pablo. He has a laceration on his left eyelid and it developed into a swelling. He says he can still play and is willing to, but the problem is when his eyes was scratched, his eye contacts was also taken out, and due to his poor eyesight, he's not sure how it will affect his performance. But seeing as now he's in the court playing, I think it's safe to assume that he's hustling through the pain. Now back to you, Enzo and Aaron.
Thank you so much, Francine. And yun nga, eye laceration on the laceration on the eyelid. Mahirap na yun in its own right dahil nga mamamaga talaga mata mo. And from someone that knows what it's like na magsuot ng contacts and kapag nawala yun, you're really having difficulty seeing. Kahit nga magbasa ka lang ng libro, mahirapan ka kapag wala kang contact lens. It's really difficult for Luis Pablo to play dahil nga nawala din yung contacts niya dun sa mata na yun. So imagine, nakakahilo din yan ha. Imagine mo yung blurred vision sa isang mata mo, yung isa malinaw.
Pero alam mo yun si Luis Pablo, kahit di siya masyado makakita right now, I'm sure kayang-kaya pa rin niya bigyan tayo ng dunk mamaya.
Totoo. It's down by 3. Itong Pampanga Delta. Nunag, the Euro move by Joseph.
And the C is just open right there for Nunag. No defenders in front of him. Just waltzing right there for that easy layup.
Yes, and I'm actually noticing a player not in uniform for Pampanga Delta, just across us, Paula Quindanum, not playing for them. That surprised me ngayon. As Rosilio turns it over, is still on the run. He has Kiambao on his other side, and that's going to be, I believe, a blocking foul here on Kenji Dorendes.
And almost another dangerous fall down. Bute, both players are okay on that play.
Is it going to be 2 free throws for Sunny? It is. They say on the act of shooting down. Take a look at this one more time. Oh, there you go. The referees corrected the call. Hindi nga 2 free throws. Baseline inbound lang kasi Sunny did appear to pass that ball. Nuna gives it to Estil. The MVP knocks it down in front of his former passing Pirate teammate.
And is still showing us the complete arsenal on that play.
Lamang na ulit itong Pampanga Delta.
Just back and forth seesaw action dito. Makikita natin. Let's expect more.
Rosilio blocked by Nunag, but there's a foul.
And the little man, Rosilio, the feisty guard right there. Especially on the defensive end. Especially in the first half, madami siya nagawang magandang defensive stops.
Totoo. And he draws a foul on his Letran Knight teammate, Joseph Nunag. Peter Ryle Rosilio. Kita mo, nagtatawanan sila ni Nunag kanina eh.
And alam mo, in a game like this na sobrang lapit na no teams are giving an inch, these free throws are gonna count the most. And this effect is gonna be seen most especially in the end game.
That's
Doon
right.
natin may kita.
That's right. And it happened yesterday with Pampanga Delta. They hit a large percentage of their free throws. Samantalang yung Hustle, or J Project Clothing Boomers, missed some crucial free throws in the fourth quarter down the stretch. So, yun nga eh. The free throws are really important kasi those misses can add up at the end game. Carlo gives it to Joseph. DHO to GM. Good defense by Kenji, but GM finds an open lane. Wala nga lang yung tres niya.
And that's how you defend Kiambao on the three-point line. You make it hard for him, you chase him. Don't let him get an open look. Good job by Duremdes on that play.
And he's a much better shooter, talking about GM Kiambao, if it's on the catch, diba? Catch and shoot. As Duremdes keeps it alive. And there's a foul from behind, galing dito kay Ferreras.
And Duremdes telling the referees he was in the act of shooting on that play.
Kung si Sunny kanina, sinabi din niya sa referee, hindi na, I think Jason learned his lesson. Hindi mo mauto to referee, no, Aaron? Rosilio to inbound for Hustle. Pablo receives it against Nunag. Luis fades back. Still off the mark for Luis Pablo.
And alam mo, that's one of the weak points of Luis Pablo. No? He's very athletic, likes to finish at the rim. May ball handling din to si Luis Pablo for a big man. Pero yung outside shooting niya, dun talaga siya nahihirapan.
Totoo, as Competente with the board. Matakbo itong Hustle. Behind the back from Competente. The Euro move. Oh, muntik na yun, but Basti on the follow.
Reyes with a cleanup crew right there. Good job by Basti staying active, staying aggressive after that Competente miss.
Balik ulit ang kalamangan dito sa Hustle.
And look who's ready to get back in. Itong si Kevin Santos.
Yes. Competente with the board. 5 minutes and 37 natitira sa ating third period. Kenji back to Renzo. They swing it over to Peter. Pablo will set the pick. Competente against Bautista. Competente. Oh! Difficult shot there from Competente.
Under traffic right there. Renzo Competente finishing that play.
Walang angulo to hit that with his left hand, but still able to finish that one.
That's good body control on the part of Competente, the professional scorer.
And there you go. Roque finally nakabawi na rin siya kay Pablo. Might not be a poster dunk, but an N1 from King Arthur Roque.
And speaking of professional scorers, itong si Roque, very patient. I love his game actually. Tinan mo to, Enzo.
Look at that backdoor cut and great pass by Noon. Again, ang ating lakas drive of the quarter brought to you by CDO Food Spear. Food that brings you home. King Arthur at the free throw line. An NCAA Mythical 5 member in Season 99 and also the Season 99 Most Improved Player of the Year.
And sobrang patient itong si Roque. Talagang he just knows where the right spot is, the right time to shoot. Never rushes things. That's why I love his game as a scorer.
Totoo. Oh, what a pass by Manalili going over to Basti. Reyes. Niluwa lang yung kanyang hook shot dun. It's Roque. Forward pass to Santos. Mahabol ba ni Kevin?
Saves it to Justin as Roque with the layup there.
And good team basketball by Pampanga on that play.
Oo. Nilawatin ulit para kay Pablo. Luis is not having the best of times
Field goal-wise, di ba, Aaron?
And the board has not been kind to him in this game.
Totoo.
Ilang gimmies na yun para kay Luis Pablo, hindi lang talaga pumapasok. And parang sinabi mo kanina, dunk ata kailangan gawin ni Luis.
Take a look at this. Good cut galing dito kay King Arthur. Good pass from Justin Bautista. Ang ating lakas move of the quarter brought by Cable Link and Holdings Corporation. There's a foul underneath there. Manalili fished for that foul.
And a good seal right there by Manalili on the smaller guard, Ferreras.
And naman nag-appear silang dalawa. Of course, they're also Letran teammates. Again, ang daming ang Letranista dito po sa laro natin. Shout out Father Vic Calvo of the Colegio de San Juan de Letran. And also Coach Alan Ricardo, the head coach of the Letran Knights. And Coach Willie Miller, now the appointed head coach of the Letran Squires, a former Taytay J Project player sa Lakas 40 Season 1. For sure, tuwan-tuwa yung mga yun. Nakikita nila, their players are all in one league at magkakalaban at a high level. Santos gives it to Arthur. Hands it off to Bautista, fires the three. Off the mark for Justin. Here comes Manalili. Jonathan waits for Luis. Manalili attacks. Manalili kicks it out to Quahaw. Deo. And there's 3-second violation whistle there on Rojan Montemayor.
And Quahaw needs to take that three-point shot, especially that he's a marked shooter in this game. He was all alone. His teammates thinking that he was going to take that shot, so the 3-second violation was called in the paint.
Yung sinabi ni Coach JR De La Cruz, itira na daw dapat ni Quahaw yun. Here comes CJ, gives it to Justin. There's a double pick for Justin right there. And an elevator play to Roque. And Roque fades back. Wow!
King Arthur! What a shot from behind the backboard.
A hop step right there by Roque, and then the spin jumper. What a tough move by Roque.
Grabe, showing all kinds of skills itong si Arthur Roque dito. And Santos with a rebound. CJ with a crossover. Regains possession. Delfino the kick to Justin. Wide open look. And Bautista knocks down the triple. Ito na ang Pampanga Delta with yet another third quarter storm. They're now leading by 6 points, tying their biggest lead of the ball game, 60-54.
Clothing Shop has been a sublimation company for a long time. We have evolved by proving quality and top-notch products for our customers. The design jerseys are carefully examined and printed in a quality machine that produces a fast printing, the biggest machine in the printing industry. In the sewing section, all the sewing experts use quality thread, needles and machine to make the product good-looking and durable. We customize clothing and sportswear in full sublimation. What are you waiting? Visit us now.
SINAG Liga Asya Junior World Showcase Philippines Born 2001 is brought to you by Fulitech Philippines Incorporated, our official advertising partner dito. King Arthur, June Arthur Roque, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks for the pride of Lubao, Pampanga.
Once again, another all-around game from the professional scorer right there, right to left finish. One of the most patient players on the court, knows what to do at the right time, at the right place.
16 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. For clearly, Pampanga Delta, this season, their best player, di ba? This season. Kahit sino naman talaga sa mga players nila pwede mag-step up, but the most consistent player for them has been Arthur Roque.
And I love his adjustability, no? Minsan he can play right under, he can be a spot-up shooter, kaya niya mag-on the ball. So talagang maraming pwede magawa to si Roque as a scorer.
Yes. And also a really good in-your-face defender din to si Roque, a true two-way star. Ito, look at that. He's defending Manalili pa ngayon.
One of the tougher matchups on the defensive end para kay Roque.
And Coach JR opting to go small ball once again. Pads the jumper, air ball. Good defense by the Tasmanian Devil. Here comes CJ. Delfino may buelo. Delfino gets the basket to drop.
And once again, Hustle Rising Suns allowing Delfino to get downhill, get ahead of steam to say goodbye on that play.
And again, another third quarter storm na naman ang ginawa dito ng Pampanga Delta as Manalili. Good hands there by Kevin. Here's Joshua on the run. Mikla tries to give it to Santos and Kevin, nilabas na yung frustrations niya sa ring doon, but that won't count.
And giving us a preview of a highlight play right there. Aabangan natin yan mamaya, Kevin.
Totoo. As Kenji, dumuti foul eh. Nakita siguro niya si Santos nasa kabila. Tapos tumatakbo pa yung Roque dun sa corners. You pointed it out nung first half, di ba? Ganyan yung mga fast break drills din siguro nila in practice.
Alam mo, napanood ko yun under kay Coach Nenad Vucinic, di ba? If you guys are aware, di ba, he was the coach of Gilas for a short time. Yun talaga yung parang European style niya ng basketball, di ba? Kasi usually, pag nakikita natin, mga players, when they say run the fast break, if it's a 3-on-2, players just go to the basket. Pero kay Coach Nenad kasi binabanggit niya na one of the players has to run to the corner, sprint to the corner, and find that open corner shot. Kaya yun ang nakikita natin sa Pampanga. Yun siguro yung game style, game plan ni Coach Duyag when it comes to the fast break.
And actually, here's an interesting point. Yung pro team netong Pampanga Delta, ng province of Pampanga that plays for the MPBL, yung Pampanga Giant Lanterns, their team consultant is actually Coach Raiko Toroman. Diba? So, and sabay mag-practice yung pro team na yun sa 23 under. So siguro that's one of the reasons why they know that play so well. Ganyan yung spacing nila. But speaking of spacing, the deadly shooter netong Hustle Rising Suns, Quahaw, will that be that, you know, fire starter for him from the three-point arc? Dahil medyo maalat siya kanina pa.
Tama, as you mentioned kanina, kumbaga may pagka-European style na rin itong Pampanga, no?
Yes. Coach Raiko Toroman, the former Gilas Pilipinas head coach, as Delfino will fly. Hindi nga alam pumasok. CJ, natabi ka ni Dwayne, and duty foul from Miklat. Dahil nauuna na. Kung kanina dumang si Kevin, ito bumitwin the legs layup si Pads. These players love these moments talaga, no, to show out their talents and skills dito. Mga gantong games.
And kung inakala natin kanina na lalayo na itong Pampanga Delta, don't look now kasi the score is just 62-57 with Dwayne Miranda. A chance to make it 62-59.
That's right. As Miranda, first free throw is good.
So talagang wala pa rin bibigay dito. Especially Hustle Rising Suns, they're not gonna give this game up.
As you can see, yung mga ano yun, jowa yun ng mga players ng Pampanga Delta. Nagulat sila na nakita nila yung mukha nila. Rodjan with an offensive rebound. Here's Deo. Good drop pass to Kenji, and Doremdes misses, and Rodjan again. Hindi lang talaga pumasok for Montemayor, but what hustle galing dito kay the Trojan Horse.
And a good job to save that second possession dito para sa Hustle Rising Suns. Another chance to get a bucket dito.
The pride of Consolacion Cebu. Rodjan Montemayor, as there's a challenge by Coach Pepe Duyag. And habang i-review ng mga referees natin, Aaron, here's the interesting thing. I said Consolacion Cebu. Rodjan Montemayor played for a team called the Consolacion Sarok Weavers. And 2 years ago, sila yung huling team na nakatalo dito sa grupo ng Pampanga Delta. From then on out, Pampanga Delta has never lost. So, kumbaga, may resibo tong Pampanga Delta for Rodjan Montemayor, di ba na, ikaw yung huling tumalo sa amin, ha?
So, titingnan natin if Montemayor could try to do that again, no? Repeat history in this game.
Ang daming ano dito eh, may interlinked players. I mean, again, Pampanga Delta, they won a championship back then for a 21 under tournament. Kalaban nila, team ni Sunny Estil. Tapos ngayon, player ng Sunny Estil. And si Luis Pablo was there din, di ba? So, you know, a lot of storylines going into this game. Or the last game of the season pa. The elimination round. Tapos kita natin yung topican dito. Challenge ni Coach Pepe Duyag yun. Unsuccessful. Kitang-kita na parehong kamay ni Santos at ni Kiambao yung tumama sa bola. Not Montemayor's hand.
Yeah, that was 2 guys against 1 on that play. So, mas halata talaga na the guys in white last touch that ball.
Yes, as Miranda to inbound. They swing it to Quahaw. Deo, step back triple. Off the mark, and Santos with a rebound. And there's a foul. And Dwayne Miranda trying to strip that ball away.
And Dwayne trying for that sneaky steal done on Kevin Santos, pero inadvertently touched his arm there, caused for a foul.
14th foul yan ng Hustle Rising Suns, so hindi pa sila in the penalty, but their next foul will put them there. Delfino hands it off to Kiambao. GM goes through the screen of Santos and Miklat. Fall away shot. Wow!
5 three-point field goals now for GM Kiambao.
Making that shot under duress with a hand in his face, a body in his face, doesn't matter for Kiambao.
And Kenji, oh! Short arms that layup. Bitin lang yun for Duremdes.
Ang ganda na sana ng pasa ni Dwayne on that play. Nice cut also by Kenji, but he couldn't finish the open layup.
CJ will ask for a screen. Delfino working against Miranda. They give it over to Bautista. Justin, the swing to CJ. Up fake. Step back triple. Off the mark for Delfino. Which, if you're Hustle Rising Suns, that's what you want. Delfino taking threes, diba?
And that's a good stop by them. Delfino couldn't go anywhere in that play. He just had to pull the long three.
As Duremde swings it, Quahao again attacks the baseline. Quahao this time draws a foul.
And I understand that Quahao was fouled on that play. He's going to be heading to the line for 2 free throws. Pero I'd rather that he just take the shot because he's a shooter. He can shoot from the outside. And that's a catch and shoot where he's wide open, on balance doon. Ilang beses na Quahao passed up that open three to try and drive inside. It hasn't been that effective for him.
Is it maybe because he keeps on missing and it's trying parang getting into his head and he doesn't want to shoot it? But if you're Coach JR De La Cruz, diba, you need Quahao for that reason, for shooting, diba?
Tama, this guy was a shooter nung UST days pa niya, diba? Talagang nakikita natin to, yun yung role niya. May pagka 3-and-D itong si Deo Quahao.
Eto, Kiambao being defended by Quahao. Dwayne tried to blitz. Kiambao, ball was tapped. Montemayor gets it.
Last shot time.
And Quahao looks up at the clock. Pablo gives it back to Quahao.
They're gonna need to move quickly.
2 seconds. Quahao fadeaway three. Wow!
What a shot from Deo Quahao to beat the buzzer.
And speaking of shooting, he heard us right there. He took that three and he made it.
Ayaw pala ng catch and shoot. Gusto niya off the dribble, beating the buzzer. What a shot from Vince. Deo Quahao, take a look at this step back triple. All kinds of time for Vince Quahao doon, no question. And we're back at where we started dito, Aaron, ha? We started this quarter 46-44. The score pa rin is 65-63. Still a 2-point lead for Pampanga Delta entering the 4th and final quarter of the final elimination round game.
Sa unang subo hanggang huli, parang kisa aking pisngi. Kain love, love talaga, kahit di sabihin. Feel na love kami. Kain love, love talaga.
The SINAG Liga ASYA Junior World Showcase Philippines is brought to you by SM South Mall. The final quarter of our elimination round. Tignan natin dito. GM Kiambao, 15 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Lahat ng puntos niya dito, Aaron, puro 3 nang galing.
And talagang he's been playing his role well. Talagang catch and shoot ito. Kahit kita mo nun off the dribble. He's been spacing the floor dito para sa Pampanga.
Former NU Bulldog, itong si GM Kiambao. Performance from him so far. Stepping up big time dahil nawawala yung usual numbers ng iba nilang mga players. Dito, Sunny Steele as the 4th and final quarter begins right now. A 1 possession lead separates these two teams. Quahao says ayaw niya na screen. He wants to go one-on-one against Sunny. And Quahao step back triple. In your grill, sabi ni Deo Quahao.
The same spot, same result for Deo Quahao. That's a tough shot over Estil.
Grabe na confidence. Pinagpag niya si Montemayor. Sabi niya, hindi ko kailangan ng screen. I can take the MVP on my own.
And he basically did the same move he did kanina. Dribbling to the right, stepping back to the right, taking that tough shot, almost fading away and still making it Deo Quahao.
with the confidence from this young man. Vince Deo Quahaw with a Sunny. Gives it to Roque. Arthur being hounded there. Nearly threw it away. Delfino has to fire. And may bawi dito si CJ.
And on the part of the Hustle Rising Suns, you'll live with that shot from CJ Delfino. It's always better than him getting into the lane for a layup or finding his open teammate.
Ito, but look at this matchup. Roque kanina manalili din depensa. Ngayon naman si Miranda.
And Quahaw wants it on the post.
Dahil Delfino bumabantay sa kanya, they kick it to Padilla. Pads, three-pointer, way off the mark.
And you could see that from our angle. Talagang na on the left yung release niya.
Oo. And that's not really Padilla's game, diba? He's more of an off-the-dribble player than a catch-and-shoot guy. So you live with that if you're Pampanga Delta. CJ, back-to-back threes. Yes, sir! For the Tasmanian Devil!
And I stand corrected. Kanina I mentioned na you'd live with that CJ Delfino three-pointer.
Taking up the challenge is Charles Jacob. Dwayne, there's a switch. Kevin is on him, but binigay nila kay Quahaw against Delfino. Again, pinapagpag ni Quahaw lahat na screen. But Pablo still gives him one. Pablo on the run. Kicks it. Rojan from the outside. No go. Quahaw wide open. Quahaw off the mark. But look at the hustle dito ni Miranda. And Dwayne knocks down the triple.
And Miranda getting that ball, running out to the three-point line and doing what he does best.
Now, this game is again a two-point lead for Pampanga. Roque swings it to Kiambao. Susubo ko rin sa tres. Wow! JM Kiambao is a man possessed.
And once again, it's a shootout at the start of the fourth quarter. No teams giving an inch once again.
Lahat ng field goal natin dito, puro tres, di ba? Miranda to Quahaw. Fires again. Off the mark and Sunny with a rebound.
And ayaw talaga ni Deo ng catch and shoot. Mukhang mas effective siya pag off the dribble.
Ito si Delfino, who hit 2 triples already in this quarter alone. CJ swings it. Kiambao, heat check. No go in Montemayor. Good box out there on Kevin Santos. Miranda against Delfino. Miranda from way downtown. Not the shot they wanted that, Aaron, diba?
Yeah, no pass offense zone on the part of Dwayne Miranda. Just dribbled it down and took that deep three-pointer with a lot of time in the shot clock.
As Roque tries to attack the defense. Natapek, they swing it. Kiambao, trapped by 2. Sunny to CJ from way downtown. Off the mark. Tapping ng bola Padilla to Pablo, and Pablo with the rim rocker.
And 2 hands for safety for Luis Pablo on that play.
Grabe. Pampagising yan ni Luis Pablo.
And showing us that eye is okay for Luis Pablo.
Talagang inalog niya yung ring. You saw him really wanted to power that one through. As Kiambao fires again. This time he misses. Tumatakbo tong hustle. Nakatalikod ang depensa ng Pampanga. They go underneath to Rojan. Look at that Kiambao diving on the ground. And jump ball and ball possession arrow goes the way of Pampanga Delta.
And not the best of passes dun para kay Dwayne. A lot of traffic underneath for that pass to Montemayor.
3-point lead still for the undefeated Pampanga Delta. We take a look at this unselfish play for Pads Padilla to Luis Pablo for the lakas moment of the quarter, brought to you by Converge Fiber X. Experience better with Converge, the rim rocker from Manuel Luis Pablo. Coach Pepe Duyag wants to call for a ceasefire as their lead is still at 3, 74-71.
Sobrang bilis ba? Yan ang bilis ng FiberX. Yan ang internet.
You can follow us on all of our social media platforms at SINAG Liga ASYA on both Facebook and Instagram. Lalong-lalo na after tonight's ball game, it's already the playoffs natin for both the 19 and 23 under divisions. as Vince Deo Cuajo, the Letra Knight, catching fire here in the second half. 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists in this ball game. And those extreme step back triples kagaya niya, no? Right in Sonny Esteel's grill.
At the end of that third quarter, tapos at the start of the fourth quarter naman itong si Deo Cuajo. Same exact move, same exact spot, same exact result.
Right, but after the timeout, what did Coach Pepe Duyag draw up as Ferreras now back on the floor replacing Delfino? Here's Sonny against Rosilio. Sonny draws the foul on Peter Rosilio.
And is still just forcing the issue on that play, going to the line for 2 free throws.
The MVP, Sonny Cash Money Estil. Out of the 15 games they played, 14 games they played last season, including the playoffs, 13 out of the 14 double-double si Sonny Estil, even with that record-setting 22 rebound performance. But this season, ibang-iba dahil targeted itong si Sonny Estil. But ngayon, ibigay natin kay Francine Capili for her report on Justin Big Moment Bautista.
And so, kumpara kay Sonny Esteil, there's no pressure. Para kay Justin Bautista naman, he says that with every game, hindi talaga mawawala ang pressure, knowing that lahat ng teams gusto silang talunan na talagang pinaghahandaan sila. But despite this, his main focus is listening to their coaching staff. He said that the most important thing for them is focusing on defense, and surely the offense will come. And surely he can credit his consistency to the discipline and responsibility that the coaching staff instills on the Pampanga Delta boys. Now back to you, Ensign Aaron.
Thank you so much, Francine. And talagang those are the words coming from one of the longest tenured players dito sa Pampanga Delta team. Since 15 years old pa lang, Justin has been with this team, training together with them. As there's a foul on the rebound play. Is it against Allen Vergara? It is on Allen Vergara.
Kita doon yung tulak niya off that rebound play.
And mismatch naman kasi si Sonny at binabox out niya. So I understand where Allen's coming from.
And he had no choice, no? Kasi kung binigay niya yun, that's an easy putback on the part of his steal.
Dunag. Mid-range jumper. Lista mo na for Joseph Dunag.
And 2 open on that play, Dunag. It's like he's shooting a free throw on that play.
And again, a 6 or 7 point lead now for Pampanga Delta. This is their biggest advantage at this point. Rosilio. Good tap there by Sonny. JB on the run. Being hounded by Peter Rosilio. Oh, they swing it to Carlo. Ferreras wide open. Di nga lang pumasok for Ferreras.
And I want to see Renzo Competente try and get a touch in this play.
Narinig ka. Competente. There's a switch. Renzo from the outside, off the mark. Ferreras with the board.
Tough shot right there with Estil in a hand in his face.
Carlo, tumatakbo. Ferreras all the way to the basket.
And no one stopping the ball on that play. No one putting a body on Ferreras. He just waltzed through the defense.
And now a 9-point advantage for Pampanga Delta. This is the biggest need for any team right now.
This is danger time for the Hustle Rising Suns.
That's right. They must score for them in this possession as Vergara with the answer from the outside.
And he heard us right there. He said it's not over yet.
Much like his father who's watching right now. Clutch shooter right there, Coach Al Vergara. On your screens. Ferreras was waiting for Sonny. 3-pointer for Estil, short. Reyes with the board. Rosilio attacks the defense. There's foul on the ground daw, sabi ng ating referee. Under 4-man substitution, or 3-man substitution, should I say. Montemayor, Cuajo, and Pablo come back in. Upo, itong si Doremdes. Reyes. And who's the other one? Competente ang upo. Surprisingly, it's Competente who's gonna sit down. Coach Pepe Duyag, in-insert ulit si Kevin Santos to defend Luis Pablo. Rosilio. Stop, go, kick out pass, papunta kay Montemayor. And the Trojan Horse with a clutch triple right there.
Good 2-man game right there.
Two-pointer lang daw, sabi ng ating referees. Long 2. Ferreras calling the play, gives it to Santos. Gives it to Justin. JB attacks. Drops it off to Kevin. Kevin, no goal. Ball's in mid-air. Roque gets it. Roque fires and puts it in.
That's a cold-blooded 3 right there from Roque. Everyone thought he was going to pass that shot or maybe hold it for a bit longer. He just takes it right there.
King Arthur with a clutch 3 and a steal here for Bautista. Justin on the run. Bautista drops it to Joseph. Kicks it to Kevin. Kevin adjusting in midair.
And you can see Rosilio slow to get back after that error on the other end.
Here's Quahao in the spot that he hit 2 big threes kanina.
Gives it over dito kay Montemayor and there's a pushing foul on Nunag.
Manalili comes in for Rosilio.
So Hustle Rising Suns badly need a score right now, especially with 2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in our 4th period.
The referee is telling Montemayor to tuck in his jersey. Manalili to inbound, one of the best passers in the entire league. Who will he go to? Gives it to Vergara. A 2-point guard combination actually for Coach JR De La Cruz as Vergara.
No good, and Bautista with the board.
Pablo mistiming his jump on that play. He could have gotten it.
Justin calling the play. 2-man game with Kevin Santos. Gives it to Roque. King Arthur gives it to Carlo. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
4 seconds, Ferreras gets away. No good, but Roque with the offensive board. Pero natapik ni Manalili.
And they need to run and they need to go now. Get a quick bucket.
Especially entering the last 2 minutes of this ball game. Pablo swings it. Quahao fires. Off the mark. Santos with a big board.
Here comes Justin. And Quahao with a foul. It's going to be only the 3rd team foul dito ng Hustle Rising Suns.
And it looks like Coach John Ross De La Cruz putting back Renzo Competente into the game for 3-point shooting because they're going to need a lot of threes right now to catch up in this game.
Dalawang shooter na, Quahao and Competente.
And you give Manalili the keys to orchestrate the offense right now.
And more space also for Pablo to operate in the inside, di ba? A lot of options right now for the Hustle Rising Suns who are down by 9. Nunag kicks it to Ferreras. They go down low to Justin. Baseline jumper off the mark. Big rebound by Pablo. Jonathan. Swings it to Quahao. Up fake, drive. Wow, what a finish by Quahao over Santos.
Hanging in the air with the body control to take the contact. Getting the finish right there, Deo Quahao.
Kevin Santos pa yung nilay-upan niya dun. Here's Ferreras, gives it to Kevin. Escapes Pablo. Santos.
Good defense, but nandun na naman. Who else? King Arthur.
And somebody forgetting to box out their man on that play. Roque just all alone.
Grabe, what a performance na naman for Arthur Roque as Quahao nagpasabit and nearly knocked down the 4-point play opportunity.
And a smart play by Quahao, getting the 3 free throws right now, stopping the time, giving his team a quick break.
That's the 4th personal foul on Justin Bautista's. Deo Quahao stops the time and gets 3 freebies right here with 1 minute and 3 seconds. Yun nga lang, as you were talking about, the missed free throws are gonna play a factor down the stretch, di ba?
And definitely playing a factor already right now as Quahao missing that first shot.
Second free throw ni Quahao is good. See if he can make the 3rd one. Two out of 3 for Vince Quahao. Cuts the lead down to 7. Okay.
Oh, offensive foul whistled on Arthur Roque.
Natamaan si Quahao sa muka.
And that's a big stop on the part of Quahao with about 1 minute remaining pa in this game.
And our Coach JR De La Cruz is asking for a review kung pwede bang ma-upgrade pa yung foul na yun dahil sa muka natamaan itong si Vince Quahao.
And this could be big, Enzo.
The referees are talking right now in center court.
Oh, Kita mo doon, no? Parang nag-extend yung arm niya off that spin.
Oo. The referees saying they're gonna review it.
Definitely a lot of contact doon, Enzo.
And again, pwedeng i-challenge nga yun ng mga referees dahil nga pasok sa last 2 minutes yung rules. Under the last 2 minutes, they can review calls like that did. Ang question dito is, no question offensive foul yun from the replay that we saw, but is it going to merit an unsportsmanlike foul?
Mukhang natamaan kasi si Quahaw in the face talaga eh. Parang,
Yes.
I don't know if may siko ba doon, pero titignan natin doon sa replay.
Was it inadvertent ba or sadya ni Roque? With that spin move there by Roque, take a look at that left arm niya. Hit Roque, hit Quahaw right there on the mouth. So, our referees have already come to a decision. Let's see if it's upgraded or retained by a call.
Offensive foul on number 0, June Roque. That is third foul, fourth on
So
the
it's
Pampanga
just
Delta.
a regular offensive foul lang, Aaron. So Pampanga does the bullet there. If that was an unsportsmanlike foul, 2 free throws plus possession pa yun.
Tama, they could have had a chance to cut the lead down to just 2 points after that kung na-unsportsmanlike foul yun.
Yes, so still possession pa rin dito ng Hustle. Jonathan to inbound, swings it over to Pablo. Back to Manalili. They set up Quahaw. Jumper off the mark. Well defended there by Nunag. As Santos on the run. Pablo immediately goes back on defense.
And a smart move by Santos to pull it out.
Justin against Renzo. Bautista being hounded here by Competente. And Justin gives it to Nunag. Baseline jumper. Off the mark for Joseph.
They need to push it. They're down 1 man, 5-on-4.
Manalili. 35 seconds remaining.
Oh, Competente's free.
That's short.
Blocked. That was blocked by Ferreras. And Quahaw knocks down a clutch triple to cut the lead down to just 4.
Grabe naman.
And Quahaw coming to life at the right time. A 4-point lead right now, 28.6 seconds remaining. Kayang-kaya pa ito ng Hustle Rising Suns.
Totoo, and you saw it dito sa panig ng Pampanga Delta. There's Coach Pepe Tuyag and Coach Totoy Marquez. And they're telling their players na nung na-block, great effort by Ferreras. But nobody grabbed the basketball, di ba? In the timeout situation natin dito, Pampanga has 1 timeout left. Dito sa Hustle, may 2 pa sila dito, Aaron.
So Hustle with the advantage dito, pero after this inbound, they're gonna have to try and play the steal game. And if they can't do that, they're gonna try to have it foul immediately. Kasi uubusin talaga ng Pampanga yung oras dito.
Right. Let's take a look at these games tomorrow natin. It'll be the Vertex Maritime against JC2 Slashers Sea Lions. And for the main event is the Fire Chief Fire Extinguisher and the defending champions Tito Rex's Firewire. A game between, yung main event game between an undefeated team and one of the hottest teams in the league was riding a 4-game win streak. 28.6 seconds remaining. Delfino. Ferreras is being hounded. They swing it to Justin. Back to CJ. Hustle trying to trap their players.
They need to foul.
Ferreras, the lob.
Roque, masyadong mataas yung pasa.
And Pablo, hindi lang nahawakan yung bola. And look at Coach Totoy Marquez is livid. Sabi nila, sana hindi na lang muna binato.
And Roque trying for the highlight finish right there.
Roque swings it to JB. And they immediately foul Bautista dahil 3-team fouls pa lang sila. This will be their 4th. They have to foul 1 more time if they want Pampanga to go to the penalty.
And that was about 8 seconds taken off dun sa game clock. So Pampanga still with a chance to get more seconds off the clock.
Totoo. But for Hustle, a steal here would be big. May 4 na segundong diferensya sa game clock. Oh! Wise play right there by Ferreras.
He just saw Manalili with his back turned on that play.
Manalili gave Ferreras that look na Nice move, di ba? Naisahan si Manalili doon.
And it seems like something Manalili would do.
Oo. Kasi syempre, they're also gonna be teammates for Letran, di ba? So parang naisip ni Manalili, naisahan mo ako dun, ha? As Carlo Ferreras knocks down the free throw right here, the pride of Bacolor, Pampangas. So menyo siya sa crowd na wala siyang naririnig. Sa crowd ng Hustle.
Let's see if he can make this free throw after that.
2 for 2 for Carlo. 6-point lead for Pampanga Delta. Manalili. Quick shot niya, wala yan. And with that stop,
Pampanga Delta remain unscathed. Another elimination round sweep for the defending champions.
And Pampanga just proving to be too much in this game against the star power of the Hustle Rising Suns. Chemistry proves to be too much.
and now a 21-game winning streak para dito sa Pampanga Delta. And we've already declared this nung simula pa lang, Aaron, diba? Sa top of the coverage. Regardless of a win or lose, they win or lose dito sa game natin. With this one, 89-83, they officially sweep etong elimination round natin. They secure the #1 spot. Sila, Pampanga Delta, and yung J Project Clothing Boomers have now secured a spot at the semifinals round natin.
Well, a big game for both teams dito. Itong Hustle Rising Suns, they badly needed this win for the placing. Ito naman Pampanga, unbeaten in this tournament, playing for pride. And they came out with the victory today. Both teams not giving an inch in this game, but in the end, it's the chemistry of Pampanga, how long they've been together, that came out triumphant in this game.
Totoo, and in 2 SINAG Liga ASYA BORN2001 tournaments, both of them na-sweep ng Pampanga Delta ang elimination round. So, medyo matagal-tagal natin makikita itong Pampanga Delta because again, they booked their ticket to the semifinals round now because the top 1 and top 2 teams qualify already there for that semifinals round. But ngayon, kasama na ni Francine Capili ang ating CDO Best Players of the Game. Francine, take it away.
I'm here today with 2 of our CDO Best Player of the Game, GM Kiambao with 18 points, 2 rebounds and 1 assist, and June Roque with 21 points, 8 rebounds and 3 assists. First of all, congrats sa inyong dalawa. Now for you, GM, the game was very close all throughout the 4 quarters. Hindi nyo hinayaan makakuha ng malaking lead yung kalaban. Paano nyo ito nagawa?
Unang-una, siyempre, nag-stick kami sa game plan namin.
Ngayon, June, huling game na ito ng eliminations and for sure, madami kayong natutunan. Masasabi mo ba na ready na kayo para sa playoffs? Lalong-lalo na, undefeated pa rin kayo.
Hindi pa siguro kasi marami pa kaming kulang sa team. Tapos yun nga, masyado kaming maraming turnover, hindi magawa yung gusto ng mga coaches. Mas gutom kami sa playoffs.
Ngayon, June, I'm giving you the opportunity para bumate at magpasalamat.
First of all, thank you kay Lord sa panalo ulit and kay Dennis Delta Pineda, sa mga mapapa ko kay Kuya, Ate Krisha, si Kenneth, yun lang.
Ngayon, sa'yo rin, GM, I'm giving you the opportunity para magpasalamat at bumate.
Siyempre, unang-una, nagpapasalamat kay God. Binigay niya yung panalo na to. At siyempre kay Boss Delta Pineda, sa mga pamilya ko na walang sawang sumuporta.
Again, GM Kiambao and June Roque are CDO Best Player of the Game, who will be receiving a gift back from CDO, food that brings you home. Now back to Enzo and Aaron.
Thank you so much, Francine. And once again, thank you so much to GM Kiambao and June Arthur Roque for being our CDO Best Players of the Game. And Aaron, what are your final thoughts dito sa ating laro natin and to end the elimination round?
Well, yun na nga. The first game was crazy. I told you, let's expect a crazier game. And talagang they gave us a show. The stars came out to play. Kevin Santos, Luis Pablo, Manalili, itong si Renzo Competente, Quahaw, and on the other end, Roque and Kiambao coming out with the best players of the game for today. Talagang pinakita nila lahat. Pampanga coming out triumphant. What a game, Enzo.
Yes, grabe. The perfect way to end the elimination round. And once again, Pampanga Delta sweeping another SINAG Liga ASYA elimination round tournament. But again, on behalf of SINAG Liga ASYA, Aaron, thank you so much for joining us, diba? Hope you can join us soon again kasi nga, games natin tomorrow will be the lakas 40 naman ang Vertex Maritime kontra JC2 Sea Lions and ang Fire Chief Fire Extinguisher kontra Tito Rex's Fireworks sa SM Events Hall in 3rd level of SM South Mall po yan sa Las Piñas City. But that ends our elimination round for the Born 2003 tournament for Aaron D, Francine Capili. This is Enzo Galarosa, and on behalf of Direk Nomar Santiago, Direk Don Mike Danan, Direk Billy De Leon, Direk Ramonito Roa, and the rest of the hardworking men and women na nagtrabaho dito from the VILLAR Coliseum in Las Piñas City. This has been your SINAG Liga ASYA Junior World Showcase Philippines BORN2001 Cup, and we are saying goodbye and good night.